Jesse Thomas Brown is a local singer-songwriter doing things, as far as I'm concerned, a little differently. It's piano instead of guitar. He has a new album of musical short stories out called An Idiot's Tale. And what's cool about it is he's also released instrumental versions of all the songs. David Lennam for The Daily in Victoria. You know, I kind of liken Jesse to Billy Joel and Elton John if they were the bastard twin stepsons of Stephen Sondheim and Harry Chapin, maybe with a little Randy Newman and Springsteen thrown in for good measure.
Well, we've grown up in the greater part of Greater Chicago. I wait tables at a trendy spot where businessmen all go.
The sort of obvious influences that people are going to tend to hear would be Elton John and Billy Joel. But Leonard Cohen is a huge influence, Chris Christopherson, Bruce Springsteen, Stephen Sondheim, and Leonard Bernstein. And classical music, too, so Mahler and Rachmaninoff.
It caters to the young, upwardly mobile zombie, while my girlfriend works 8-hour days at Abercrombie.
Jesse's music isn't folk or pop or storytelling. It's an amalgam of all of those. It kind of sounds like a trailer to some Broadway musical. I've heard it even described as chamber pop.
Chamber pop is the only term I've heard used to describe it, but of course, if you tell people that, nobody knows what it means. So you further have to go on describing what it sounds like.
You thought parents all were conscientious objectors, then they made it really big in the technology sector.
You're cynical.
Am I?
I think you're very cynical, and your lyrics are cynical, and I love that about it. You're not intentionally writing that way?
No. Well, I think that's kind of an accident, too, because I think generally when people are moved to write, it's more often the negative emotions that move you to do it than the positive. But I don't think of myself as a cynical person particularly.
We're just happy you're here, out of the way of the track.
But the basic message is that regardless of how awful life can be, you still have to engage it.
We're just stoned and we're going nowhere, doing no harm in Naperville, Illinois.
That's Jesse Thomas Brown with drummer Lucas Johnson. You know, instrumental or with vocals, you can compare this Saturday night when he releases this album, An Idiot's Tale. Yeah, that's a CD release party Saturday night at the Fort Cafe under BC Shaver and Hobbies. Doors open at 7 o'clock in Victoria. For The Daily, I'm David Lennam.